Hello, guys, and Merry Christmas. Thankfully, I have a little bit of time now as I'm on holiday, and I thought I will make a video I wanted to make for a long time. And I moved to this house 3 years ago where I've built this small home studio, which is very different from the one I had before. And yeah, I just thought, why not make a home studio tour? I was waiting and waiting with this video because it's always changing. Um, I think I moved stuff around here 10 times at least in the past 3 years. But this is the current state at the end of 2023. And yeah, with that, let's go ahead and I'll show you around. All right, so this is where I enter the studio. The guitars are outside, so I just close the door here. I have a small terrace here. I have a desk here, which was previously over there. I'll show you in a minute. The desk you see here is where I do most of my work, and this is electronically adjustable, relatively new. I really like it, and it's not as big as my previous one, which was double the size. You see a ultrawide display that I like, and yeah, previously I was using a very large MIDI keyboard, which is great, but I switched over to the Novation Launchkey 25 because of the size factor, pretty much, and it works flawlessly with Ableton, which I like a lot. So I don't have to like take it off the desk and I move it back, and I really need the space on the desk, so it is just yeah, get things done, you know. What else do I have? I have a Motu M4 over there, which is connected to the PC here, and I had problems in the past with the Prism driver and the PC itself. So I switched over to Mac. So above the PC, under the desk, you will see the Mac Studio here, M2. And that's mainly what I use for music production and video production. And as I said, the M4 over here, the Motu is the sound card for the PC, where I do, well, mainly gaming and that sort of stuff, Discord calls. And I have a Shure broadcast mic connected to it. And the mic is on a low profile Elgato arm. So I can just quickly, you know, move it back or move it closer to me. It works fantastic. And as far as the sound for the Mac, what's happening is I bought an RME Digiface, which has, I believe, 64 channels through ADAT optical. And so that's pushing out the ADAT optical signal. So that's pretty much the brain. And that's pushing out the signal to an optical switcher, which has the TV, and that here I can just switch whatever I want, right? So if I want PC, I press 1, or sorry, Mac. And if I want to listen to the TV, I just press number 2. So yeah, that's very easy, and that's connected to the Prism, which right now is an ADDA converter, and yeah, and it has a high-end microphone cable permanently attached. So yeah, and I can use that with any microphone I want if I want to do some recordings here. In the rack, you also see a bass amp. Yeah, it's an older Epiphany amp. It's very good. I like the DI there as well, although the Prism DI is amazing. And then it's connected to the Gensler Bass Array 210. And on top of that, whoops, I have this vinyl cleaning machine from Project Audio, or Project. And I like that a lot because I listen to a lot of vinyl. Right now, you see I have no studio monitors here on the left or the right side of the desk. So what I do is I have Audio-Technica M50X, which I use for the most part. And then if I need critical listening, I just sit down here in this comfy chair where I do most of my music listening as well. And then I have a TV here. Now previously, instead of this, well, stand here. I had the desk here, so I was working here, and you probably saw it in older videos. Acoustically, it was a huge problem. Unfortunately, the dimensions of this room are not really ideal, and to tame some of the decay here and some of the nastiness, I've built these panels here with very dense materials inside. It's pretty much like rock wool, but you know, it has very specific values and density to really absorb most of the frequencies. And then I have a cloud panel which I've built as well. Could have been double the width, but okay, it does the job, especially in the mid-range. And I have another one of these side panels there because I need them. The walls are very close to the A7 axis. And then I have a sub 8 which is working in tandem with the A7s. Yeah, and I have another sub as well, because I was trying to figure out what setup is the best. Currently it's not crossing over, so it sounds much better. Unfortunately, the crossover in the sub 8 is not really good. So what's happening is I have a preamp there, which I can show you very soon. This is the Razor 2525. I use it as a preamp now, and it has two outputs for DJs. One is booth, the other one is the master output. Now the master is currently the A7 axis. The other one is left and right for both of these subwoofers, because I'm playing around with double subwoofer setup at the moment. And yeah, in terms of plans, I want to move these back over here next to the desk, and then I will probably have some hi-fi speakers here just to have a different taste, right? Currently, if I need critical listening, I can just AirPlay, or I don't know how you call it, but you can just drop the what I see on the Mac to the TV, sit down here, use the wireless trackpad, and do some magic work. In terms of listening to music, I do have a vinyl setup, and then here, you know, I can EQ and stuff, so that's amazing. And then this one over here, channel 1, is for the vinyl listening, and then this one over here, which is what comes from the Prism. So yeah, so I can just set the volume for the Prism. And then for LPs, I have a larger selection of jazz, because I like jazz a lot. I have mostly audiophile stuff here, higher quality, and then I have a lot of John Coltrane, you know, earlier pressings, Japanese pressings, that sort of jazz. And then I have Dexter Gordon over here, you know, Dexter Gordon. I have Freddie Hubbard, which is probably my favorite artist, and yeah, I have a huge catalog. I still need a few LPs from him, but I think eventually I will have the discography from Freddie. And then I have some, you know, other jazz stuff here as well, and then I have some country soul, Ashley McBride, I don't know, yeah, Jay Jackson, Luke Arms, that sort of jazz. Not a whole lot, but you know, just a few. And then, whoops, over here I have a little bit more, which is yeah, electro. I have some breakbeats. I have rock, metal, and then reggae and dub. And yeah, I want to have these in some DJ suitcases over there, so it's easily accessible, and I can just sit here and listen to music, watch TV or whatever. So that's pretty much the setup right now, and I'm pretty happy with it. You know, I have enough space to record guitars. That actually works very well with guitars as well. And I have you know, pedals and stuff in another room. I can record vocals here, especially when the microphone stand is over here. Vocals are amazing, so the acoustics are good for that. Yeah, I just need to have the studio monitors here, so it's closer to me, and it will be less work for me. And I will have another sort of variety with the hi-fi speakers, if I will have one here. I've not made my mind up which one I will have, but eventually I will have that. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have questions, let me know. And again, I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.